welcome to the Zendesk Morning Show. More than ever, we are discovering this year change is constant. Both our personal and professional lives have gone through so much of change and upheaval. No doubt, like myself, you have entered the year with planning and approaching one way and will be exiting another way. But as with everything in life, our success depends not on our ability to avoid or bypass the changes and challenges, but to embrace it, to pivot and adopt agility in its place. For businesses, that often means swift and seamless decision-making and sometimes being brave enough to travel on a path unknown or unexplored. In today's episode, we will explore the ways that companies have embraced that change and pivoted their models to help with shifting demand. In particular, we will look into SMB businesses and how they have learned to punch above their weight to deliver customer support during the most topsy-turvy of times. To kick us off, I'm delighted to welcome Siobhan Taylor, Head of Customer Service at Mindful Chef, and Sinead Mitchell of SMB Marketing at Zendesk to have a discussion with Siobhan.
Thank you, Perlini, and good morning, everyone. My name is Sinead Mitchell, and I look after SMB marketing for the EMEA region. So it's a pleasure that I get to introduce the next guest. I have Siobhan Taylor from Mindful Chef. And Siobhan, I've actually just realised we have two of the most Irish names going. So it's a pleasure to have you here today, Siobhan. Thank you for joining us. Well, let's kick things off. Siobhan, if you wouldn't mind doing a quick intro of yourself, your role, and Mindful Chef, please.
Sure. So I'm Head of Customer Services at Mindful Chef. I've been with the company for just over 2 years now, and I have a team of around 16 agents. So we're the UK's #1 recipe box service, and our values focus on being mindful, unafraid, and personal. So we'll never compromise on the quality of produce we supply, and we continue to expand our range. So most recently, we actually started providing delivery of broths, and we're also really, really proud to be a B Corporation as well.
Well, this is obviously one question we can't get away without asking. How was Mindful Chef affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, particularly over the last 8 months, Siobhan?
Yeah, so when the first lockdown was announced, our delivery volume actually tripled over within a week. We're incredibly proud, though, to have been one of the only recipe box services to continue accepting new customers at that time. So as you can imagine, it was a very, very busy time for our team and the company as a whole. Just before lockdown, we did trial actually working from home, which did help with the transition of all of us moving to remote working full time. And we also remain focused on redefining and streamlining our departmental teams so we can better serve our customers and provide the best customer experience during these unprecedented times.
So today's theme is all about agility. So I'd like to know, how did your support team manage to stay agile at this time? And do you have any specific examples of that you could share with us?
So of course we're working from home. So as we're no longer able to quickly ask our colleagues a question face to face. Accessibility to information that my team would need to support our customers was my priority. So I did focus on revamping our internal team knowledge base. I also focused on external as well, because obviously our Zendesk guide really needed to remain up to date and refreshed. So I actually have one of my agents who focuses on making sure that remains up to date, which gives them a nice way to break up their day and gives them a little bit more responsibility. I also created additional groups within Zendesk to ensure that the right tickets were showing to agents with the relevant skill set. This also really, really helped with training as well. And as I've just previously mentioned, so I am really lucky enough to sort of have a team that are willing to go above and beyond. So those who had been on the team for just a few months before March really stepped up to the plate. So they were buddying up with new agents and helping to ensure that our training maintained a level of interaction, despite us all working remotely.
So can you tell us how you're measuring success at Mindful Chef, please?
Our KPIs focus on first response time, firstly as a metric, full resolution time, customer satisfaction rating, and lastly, productivity. So I really utilised Zendesk Explore to enable me to share hourly stats with my team over our messaging platform throughout the day for solve tickets, which really helps tremendously with morale and motivation, and of course that they can see where they are throughout the day. And during busier busier periods were usually driven by an increased ratio of new contacts to deliveries. So I changed ticket routing for my most experienced agents to basically triage issues first, so that first-time customers can really have the best overall experience, and we can make sure that any complicated issues they might have, we can answer them straight away.
So what have been the key learnings over the last 8 months? And is there any advice you'd give others in a similar situation today?
So although my team will inevitably continue to grow, I'll still remain focused on improving our efficiency and just making use of the platforms that we have now. So I've just mainly been focusing on keeping my training deck refreshed, interactive and up to date. I would also say just to utilize your team and to nurture them, involve them in the decisions that you make, whether it's to do with onboarding strategy or changes to the Zendesk routing or your macros or even your help center guides, just so that they can, again, just stay engaged in the product, in the company, and they remain motivated. I think the next steps for me is to explore alternative communication channels with Zendesk. At the end of the day, we're all now used to having options as customers, and if we can offer this to them, we can just ease frustration and continue just to provide the best support in the industry.
Thank you, Siobhan. It's been a real pleasure speaking with you today. I wish you and Mindful Chef every success in the future, and we'll hand back over to Perlini. Thanks again.
Thank you, Siobhan and Sinead, for that insightful discussion. Last week, we kicked off the episode with customer happiness and delighting your customers. We're going to watch a video on the value of collaboration with your teams and how having the right tools in place allows you to deliver on that happiness. Then we're going to hear more about innovation and agility. Laura Pappy from Agile will be sharing their journey with Zendesk, along with their learnings, growth, and agility during this time. Joining her will be Jamie O'Dwyer from Zendesk.
Hi, my name's Senna and I'm the UK Customer Happiness Manager for the beauty company Decium.
My name's Alexis. I'm here from Decium and actually the Customer Happiness Manager in Canada. So Decium is a big family of beauty brands that's pretty much committed to doing everything that other brands don't do.
Decium has grown extremely quickly.
We were using Gmail. Obviously that doesn't work for very long, so I think Zendesk has really helped us being able to prioritize certain types of emails or bring things to the attention of somebody more appropriate or more advanced, more skilled. All of that, I think, kind of contributes to general success for us.
Whilst using Zendesk, it's given me a really great opportunity to work with people such as Alexis that work in Canada. We can share information quickly, efficiently. It's great when we can work on collaborations together, helping each other with knowledge and making sure that we don't compromise any of our core values, which is kindness, integrity and innovation. And I think it's just really beneficial for us to stay connected as a company.
Good morning, everyone. I'm very pleased to be welcoming our next guest, Laura Pappy, Customer Service Manager at Hyperjar. Hello and welcome, Laura.
Hi, Jamie. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for having me on the show.
Thank you for being here. To start off, Laura, would you mind telling us a bit more about Hyperjar and your role within the company?
Yeah, absolutely. I am Laura. I am the Customer Service Manager here at Hyperjar. I started in February 2019 with the aim of building a forward-thinking customer service team. Hyperjar is a digital version of the Jamjar budgeting tools and is an app with a prepaid MasterCard.
We hear more and more that agility is definitely key. How do you keep that agility going and also while keeping your team motivated?
Yes, so we have an amazing customer service trainer and supervisors that have created and rolled out in August a fully digital online training program is in Zendesk Guide and other tools, which allows us to hire new customer service agent and fully onboard them and train them in under 2 weeks, which is absolutely amazing. And also for the existing team, we use the Slack integration, which is great. to stay in contact. We have a channel just for seeing who is in during the day. So we are always accessible to everyone. And also we have the fun part with quizzes, social dances, and which are great for team morale.
And I know for me personally, my own spending has never been different. Have you found that your customers' needs have also changed?
Yes, definitely. Again, as an example, all of us are working from home, or most of us are working from home more. So you don't buy your lunch outside, but you do a little bit more grocery. Our travel expenses have gone down. However, we are also seeing trends of forward-thinking money, where customers create jars for holiday 2021, and they put money in it, waiting for being able to go abroad again.
We all hope to have that dream as well. And you've done some new and exciting things at Hyperjar. Would you mind telling us a bit more about them?
Yes, definitely. So we just launched a kids card, which I have here, and it glows in the dark, which is attached to the Parents app. And we have done this with a main aim of helping parents in teaching their kids financial literacy and give them independence to spend with the money that they save up for any goals that they want. Also, on another side, we are working with some SMEs to roll out prepay to your locals on Hyperjar to support local businesses as well.
And what has been your key learning for the last 8 months that you might want to share with others?
Yeah, I think that key learning is innovation. So trying new things. One great example is we rolled out WhatsApp at the beginning of the year with integrated with Zendesk. Our customers love it. They use it a lot. So I would say to anyone, try new things, try new channels of communication. Zendesk is a great tool to do so. And don't be scared to roll it out and see if it works.
Well, thank you for your time today, Laura. It's been a real pleasure speaking to you. I wish you all the best at Hyperjar and all the success with the launch of the new app.
Thank you so much.
We are now going to head across to Luxembourg to be joined by a former Zendesk employee and someone that now manages the Zendesk instance at DocTeam. I'm delighted to welcome Ben Safran, Application Support Engineering at DocTeam. DocTeam provides a cloud-based solution to doctors and patients, making it easier for them to schedule appointments and have a web-based consultation. On 24 hours notice, the teams needed to go remote and were able to do this with little disruption to their customer support service. Ben will share how their team of 12 provided support to over 3,000 plus incoming tickets, queries, and leveraged Zendesk tools, including chat, to provide support to their customers. Welcome, Ben.
Thank you, Pralini, and good morning to everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here talking with you all. My name is Ben Safran, and I am an application support engineer, former Zendesk employee, and the Zendesk manager here at Doctina in Luxembourg. Doctina, if you've never heard of us, is an online cloud-based booking solution and agenda management solution for doctors and patients in both the Benelux and DACH regions in Europe. So we allow patients to be able to book online and doctors to be able to have online cloud-based agenda management and also integrate with other tools and systems that they use currently that are more profession-specific or subspecialty-specific. So the last 7 months have been absolutely crazy here in Luxembourg and across the world. We found out that back in March that we would be moving into remote work with about 24 hours notice, and that didn't really give us a lot of time to prep or look at processes beforehand. With very little warning, we had to act quickly. So Zendesk really came in clutch for us in that moment because we found out we already had a cloud-based support solution. We didn't have to worry about granting special access or permissions or doing anything fancy with our network. We just sent our agents home. We had Zendesk Chat, and we were also in the process of switching from a local phone provider where we had phones on our desks to a cloud-based provider called AirCall, who's a Zendesk partner. And we were in the midst of that port and transition process already, so we were able to really hit the ground running in a really challenging time. We were able to really keep our support levels almost exactly where we wanted them to be with very little disruption for our customer base. In a very trying time, especially in the medical profession. We, as a company, being quite agile and cloud-based really allowed us to roll through new products quickly. We had about a 2-week period where our engineering team put out a whole teleconsultation feature that we offered to practitioners throughout various countries once we got authorization from regulatory authorities, and we really moved quickly to be able to allow our customer base to be able to transition to the new reality of things. And that came with questions. And luckily our support team, which is about 12 people and handles 3,000 plus tickets a month, was able to really keep on top of things. We found ourselves not getting overwhelmed, thankfully, and demand has continued. The medical profession and the way things that were done for a long time has really changed. We're seeing a lot of support for things like teleconsultation and being able to provide care while also being able to keep practitioners and medical staff safe. So we're still pushing in that direction and really improving our offering to doctors to make a truly cloud-based, really good solution. And with our Zendesk account, we're looking to evolve it to maintain and support that, to be where our customers are at all times.
Thanks, Ben. We've heard throughout the episode about collaboration, conversational tools, and how chat and messaging is being used more to deliver great customer service. Let's hear from Andrew Forbes on what's on the horizon for Zendesk in this area.
Thanks, Perlini. And hey, everybody, I'm Andrew Forbes on the Zendesk product marketing team. I think the only predictable thing right now is that absolutely everything is unpredictable. And while the world is rapidly changing, it's more important now than ever for businesses to remain agile. And we've recently released a ton of new functionality to help you keep up with evolving customer demand. We've released new messaging capabilities that are going to help your business engage with customers the same way that they engage with friends and family. We're also giving your agents the tools they need to keep up with messaging conversations with your customers. And we're giving your administrators powerful tools to build messaging flows with clicks, not code. It's all incredibly exciting. If you want to learn about these launches and everything else that's new in the fourth quarter of the year at Zendesk, you can go to www.zendesk.com/what's new. Back to you, Perlini.
Today, we heard from some amazing brands and organizations on how they have managed to adopt agility into their business models. There are so many things I love about Zendesk, but Zendesk solutions that allow for agility and for organizations to be up and running immediately has to be one of my favorites. If you're looking to explore more about support channels, try Zendesk, or learn more about the new messaging capabilities and products we have coming, visit the Zendesk Morning Show homepage for links for more information, or to get in touch. We are here to help you. I have no idea how quickly this series has passed. It's now November, and we're in our final episode for Series 2 next week. So join us for a special episode on the value of values-driven leadership in today's business world. Until next week, stay safe, and thank you for tuning in today, and always take care.